Hey Naomi, I just sent this month's child support payment.
Wow, a day early?
I'm traveling for business starting tomorrow. I wanted to make sure it arrived in time.
Oh, okay. I see you're as busy as ever. You never change, do you? You always working is why I got tired of being with you. And also why you lost custody of Sandra.
Honestly, it still doesn't make sense to me. You cheated on me, you broke up our marriage. Why did you get custody of Sandra?
The judge clearly thought you were too focused on work to raise Sandra properly.
I guess you do have a point. I traveled a lot for my work. My parents have already passed, my sister is married and lives in another state. I didn't even have any relatives who could help me out. I wanted to make sure Sandra has a good life. That's why I agreed to overpay child support. I'm giving you $2,500 a month. Double what you were legally entitled to.
Yeah, your salary is basically your only redeeming quality. Thanks to you, we're doing quite well. Much appreciated.
Make sure you use it for Sandra.
I know.
By the way, you're gonna get Sandra a cell phone? She's old enough to have her own.
Why do you ask?
She's a sophomore in high school. All the girls her age have phones. It's the only way they can keep in contact with one another. I figured Sandra might be missing out on a social life without me.
She's not really interested in having a phone.
Really? It could be good to have one if she ever got into trouble. I thought it would be for the best if she had one.
Is that all you want? I have to go to work now. Can this conversation be over? I'll think about the phone.
Okay, thanks. Give my love to Sandra.
Hey, Dad. Sorry to message you so late. It's me, Sandra.
Sandra? Is it you, really?
Yeah, I found your number in Mom's phone.
Oh, I see. I guess your mom finally gave you a phone then.
Yeah, Mom got me one when I got into high school. All the other girls had one, and I guess Mom was hearing from a lot of friends that she should get me one. So, she wasn't really thrilled about it, though.
Oh, well, I'm glad you finally got one. Thanks for messaging me.
I'm glad to talk to you, Dad.
But wait, last time I talked to your mom, you said that you weren't interested in getting a phone. Did you change your mind?
I think she probably just didn't want us talking to each other.
You think so?
I've had a phone for a while now, Dad. She was lying to you.
Well, I guess I can see why she would feel that way. She'd probably get jealous if you were talking to me without her knowing.
Hey, Dad. About custody. I'm living with Mom right now, but that's only until I'm 15, right? Then I can choose who I want to live with, can't I?
Yeah, that's right. Wow, you were listening pretty well during the divorce.
I want to live with you, Dad.
You do?
All I need is somewhere to sleep. Anywhere is fine. I'll work to earn my own money for food, and I'll clean around the house.
Sandra, are you okay?
I think you might need to help me out with the paperwork and stuff for transferring schools, but I'll do as much as I can by myself, okay?
Sandra, slow down. You're aware how far I live, right? You're in New York and I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine living anywhere, Dad. I don't mind moving. All I need is for you to say it's okay.
Sandra, why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Well, Mom got a new boyfriend.
Boyfriend, huh?
I mean, Mom's single, so it's whatever. She can date whoever she wants, even if she has a daughter. But she kicks me out whenever he comes over to our house.
No?
I understand, and that's partially why I go to work as often as I can after school. But he's staying overnight more often lately.
Wait, she kicks you out of the house overnight?
Yeah, but there's a nice older lady living across the street who lets me stay with her, so that's not a huge problem.
No, that's a really big problem.
Also, I'm working 3 jobs, but we're still having trouble paying for food. I've lost 30 pounds this last year.
You what? I'm giving her more than enough in child support.
You are? She said that you haven't paid any child support since I started high school.
What?
She said your company went bankrupt, so you couldn't pay anymore.
That's not true at all. My company is doing great. I've been paying her $2,500 a month, same as before.
You're paying that much?
I don't believe it. She's been lying to you about child support. What is she doing with that money?
Like I said, Dad, I don't want to live here anymore. Mom's not here right now, so I thought this might be my only chance to talk to you about this.
I understand everything, Sandra. Let's meet up and talk in person. I have the day off tomorrow. I'll take the first flight there in the morning. Can you meet me at the airport without Mom noticing?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay, wait for me at the arrival gate.
Gotcha. I can't wait to see you, Dad. Hey, Dad. Thanks for yesterday.
No problem, Sandra. Where are you staying tonight?
My teacher's house. She said she talked to you about our situation and said I could stay here whenever I want. So here I am. LOL.
Glad to hear it. Well, lucky you got placed with such a trustworthy teacher. Tell her I said thanks again.
Will do.
Okay, so just like we planned, we'll aim to get you out of there during summer break, okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much for helping me, Dad. I know you're really busy with work.
Don't worry about it, it's not a problem at all. You're my daughter, and family always comes first. You can rely on me for anything.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Matt, what's going on? What did you say to Sandra?
What's your problem?
She says she doesn't want to live with me, that she wants to move in with you. It sounds like you've been talking to each other an awful lot, Matt. How dare you? I am her mother. I have custody of her.
When she's 15, she can choose for herself, Naomi.
What?
Don't you remember? The judge said we should consider transferring custody to me when Sandra's 15.
Wait. You're always traveling for business, though. You can't take care of her. You might be financially capable, but you'll be gone all the time. What will you do while she's home alone?
About that, my company is creating a new headquarters here in Ohio. So I can keep doing my same job without having to travel as much. I'll be able to look after her just fine. And my sister and her husband are moving back into town, so when I'm gone, she can stay with them. There won't be any problem with her living with me.
No way.
Not to mention, you're in no position to be objecting to her choice.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've been sending you $2,500 a month in child support, Naomi. What have you been doing with that money?
Well, you know, the usual stuff. Her tuition, transportation, tutor, supplies. She's going to a good private school. You know that costs money, don't you?
Naomi, you know we've been talking to each other, Naomi. I know everything. How long are you going to keep lying to me? You said she was going to an expensive private school. So you can imagine my shock when Sandra told me what was actually going on. She's going to a public school. She rides a bike to school, so she doesn't even need any transport. She doesn't have a tutor, and on top of that, you lied to her and said I wasn't paying child support. You made her take 3 jobs to pay for living expenses. I was at a loss for words when I met her the other day for the first time in 3 years. She was nothing but skin and bones. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. Do you have any idea what you've been putting her through?
Oh, come on, she's just on a diet. Girls her age are sensitive about their weight.
I'm not finished. What's this I hear about you kicking her out of the house at night so you can be alone with your boyfriend? What the hell is wrong with you, Naomi?
Oh my god, she told you about that?
Yeah, she did, but that's not all. I hired a private detective.
You what?
I know you've been spending my child support payments on your boyfriend, Naomi.
Oh no.
I also understand that he's there with you right now. So I bet Sandra's been kicked out of the house as usual. Don't worry though, I've already arranged a safe place for her to stay. She's never coming back to you again, Naomi.
What? Why not?
It's Sandra's choice. I'm speaking to my lawyer tonight about taking over custody of her.
You can't do that. What am I supposed to do with her child support payments?
Yeah, the PI said you'd quit your job to spend more time with your boyfriend. But I'll be suing you to recover every single penny that you spent on your boyfriend or yourself instead of her. So you better find yourself a job, and quick.
Oh, God, no. How much is that gonna be?
I'll have to talk to my lawyer for a more accurate calculation, but based on what I've heard from Sandra, you're looking at something around $60,000?
60 grand?
Roughly, yeah, like I said. My lawyer's working on it.
You hired a lawyer?
Yep, but I recommend you do the same.
Matt, wait just 1 second, please. I don't understand any of this. What should I do now?
Ask your lawyer. Goodbye, Naomi. I planned the timing for when Sandra's school went into summer vacation. This way, there wouldn't be any risk of Naomi coming to get her while she was at school. My former in-laws apparently talked some sense into her, so the custody transfer went smoothly. You should have seen the look on my face when the judge pounded his gavel. We found a great school for her in the area, and got her admitted just in time for the start of the new school year. Naomi, well, her parents cut her off. She went into debt to pay off the money she owed me. When her boyfriend learned where she was getting her money from, he dumped her. With no one to support her and nowhere to go, she had to leave New York. Last I heard, she was working at a dive bar in some podunk little town.
Hello, Mr. Taylor. This is Audrey Stark, over at Ace Corporation. Thank you for this afternoon.
Hey, good evening. Likewise. I know you're very busy. Thanks for taking the time. We're seriously considering doing business with Ace Corporation at the moment. I hope we can continue this relationship.
Please, no need for formalities. We're practically friends after today. Right, Mr. Taylor? Or may I call you William?
Sure. So, what can I do for you? Was there something in our negotiations you were specifically concerned about?
Come on. Let's put all that business stuff aside. William, no more business. This is private time.
Yes. Well, I suppose it is. So, what's this about?
This Sunday, I'm free the whole day. How about you, William?
Our company is off on that day, but...
Which means you are free the entire day. I know this really nice cafe near the station and... Would you like to go there with me?
Excuse me? Why would I do that?
Well, it's a nice place. I just thought you'd enjoy it. After that, we could do a little shopping at the nearby department store. In the evening, we could enjoy a meal at a French restaurant, I know. Do you like French cuisine, William?
I do enjoy French food on occasion, but why would I go out to dinner with you on my day off? Is this like a business dinner or something?
Oh, come on, not business. This is a date. I'm asking you out on a date. We're practically lovers, right?
Wait. Huh?
You know, I really wanted you to ask me out, but you're still young, so I figured you weren't very experienced with such things, so I took the liberty of asking you out myself. Okay, so Sunday, 11 a.m. in front of the station. Are you okay with that?
Stop right there. What do you mean by lovers? I just met you today, Miss Stark, and for the first time.
That's love for you, William. Time is of no significance. Besides, I knew the moment I met you that you fell head over heels for me when you saw me.
Huh? Where did you get such an idea? I fell head over heels for you? Miss Stark? That's inconceivable. Why did you even think that? It's not as if I confessed my love for you or anything.
There was no need. I just knew. The moment we met, you smiled at me. I could tell by your expression.
Smiling when meeting people is what anybody would do. It's called courtesy.
When I was explaining things, you were listening so intently, never interrupting.
Well, it's considered bad manners to interrupt people during a conversation, especially during such important business negotiations.
You were looking at me with those warm and passionate eyes.
When talking with someone, it's customary to look people in the eye when speaking.
When our hands made contact, you blushed and looked so shy.
I was just a little taken aback when you intertwined your fingers with mine as I was handing you those documents.
And when we were leaving, we exchanged line addresses.
Well, you said there might be particulars you wouldn't understand and you might need to get back in touch with me. So?
You did all that because you like me, right?
No. You're mistaken. All I did was handle the situation normally, as any business partner would do. I'm afraid this whole thing, it's all in your imagination, Miss Stark.
Oh, please. You don't have to be bashful. There are many guys who want me, but I'm not easily swayed, you know. But you, William, you're handsome. You paid well. You passed the test? I'll go out with you.
Please, you got this all wrong. I really don't want to continue this conversation. I know I really shouldn't say this, but Miss Stark, you do realize you're twice as old as I am. Aren't you even a little embarrassed to be doing something like this?
My heart is still at 18. Don't you worry. Besides, age difference is insignificant in this day and age.
I really can't go along with this. And I'm going out with someone that I plan to marry soon. So, obviously, I cannot go out with you. Sorry.
What? Are you two-timing me? I demand that you break up with this nobody. I guarantee you that I am way better. I insist you go out with me.
You're out of your mind! No! I'll pass.
Are you sure about that? You refuse in our business negotiation? And right here.
What do you mean by that?
Simple. If you don't go out with me, no deal. You make the wrong decision and you might just get fired. So, what are you going to do?
Alright, I understand. Can you allow me a little time to consider it? I'll give an answer tomorrow regarding the current situation.
Finally came to your senses. You should have just said yes from the get-go. I'm expecting a favorable response. William! William, are you there? What the hell is happening?
Good morning, Miss Stark. Is there a problem?
What's this about terminating the negotiations? I arrived at the office this morning, and the boss screamed at me. What did you do, William?
All I did was relay the conversation we had yesterday to my superiors. I informed them that Ace Corporation stipulated that Miss Audrey Stark, one of its employees, insisted that she have an intimate affair with an employee of our company as a condition for concluding this business deal. If this condition is not met, the deal is off. That's what I conveyed. I also told them that I had no intention of accepting such conditions, and if they insisted that I go through with it, I would resign. Well, my boss was furious. He said he would never do business with such a shameless company. So, as a result, the whole business deal was terminated. I believe I said I would contact you regarding the answer to our conversation yesterday.
Hold on. This whole thing, this is about our relationship, not the business deal.
Of course it's about business negotiations. I turned down your offer of going out on numerous occasions, so I saw no need to refuse again.
But this is not possible. You don't care if this business deal sinks just for a simple private matter? It's your company that's going to reap the consequences. You do realize that, don't you?
I really don't know where you got your wires crossed, but it was Ace Corporation that brought this business to us, if I recall correctly. As this is the case, we have the right to terminate or conclude the contract. As a matter of fact, another firm, the Bayer Corporation, brought the same deal to us, under the same conditions. Except for one, of course. So, if we lose this deal, it really does not faze us at all.
I never said we would axe the deal. If you didn't go out with me, it was just a joke. It was just a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean to threaten you or anything. You took it all wrong.
You say it's a private matter, but I negotiated with you in good faith, thinking that you represented the Ace Corporation. I believe that your words were your company's policy and intent. I really feel bad saying this to someone who's my senior, but you should take responsibility for your position and what you say.
No, you got it all wrong. That was a private matter. It was even during business hours, so it has nothing to do with the company.
Not sure about that. You brought that up during business negotiations. So, we came to the conclusion that Ace Corporation was part of this all along. That it was policy. We couldn't believe it ourselves. Ace Corporation really takes us for some corrupt third world company.
Please, William, come on. This is all just one big misunderstanding. All I wanted was for you to be a little more forthcoming. That's all. I suppose I was a bit forceful, and I apologize for that, but I am not sure I approve of you bringing personal romantic affairs into a business deal. Please, think it over for me. Just tell your boss that you were misinterpreting the whole thing. If you don't, I may end up getting fired.
Miss Stark, I really can't understand what you're getting at. I was emotionally traumatized by your remarks yesterday and today. This is simply harassment. So, I plan to submit a complaint regarding this matter.
As I said, it was all a mistake. Please, William, talk to your boss. Get him to reconsider. I'll do anything, please.
Unfortunately, we already decided that we will no longer have any business dealings with Ace Corporation going forward. This account is private, so I'm gonna block you. Sorry. Also, if you contact our company in any way going forward, we intend to get the authorities involved and will consult with our lawyers regarding what actions to take. I hope you and the company are able to work things out.
Please, William, please believe me. My love for you is real. Can't you understand that? You can be certain that I'll make you happy. Please, reconsider.
Stop it! Please! This is really getting on my nerves. Honestly, I despise people like you who never take the time to listen to others.
Huh? Despise?
Yes, that's right. I despise you! I never want to deal with you again!
You're not serious.
I pray for your success. Goodbye. After that unfortunate conversation, Miss Stark visited the company accompanied by her boss and her parents to apologize. But Miss Stark just would not apologize for her shameless behavior, insisting that I was her lover. She was in such hysterics that she ended up hitting my boss, and subsequently, the cops were called and she was escorted out of the company. Both my boss and I were furious, and we seriously contemplated suing Ace Corp, but Miss Stark's parents and her boss apologized profusely, and we eventually relented. We agreed on a financial settlement and a promise that they would keep a close eye on her and keep her from acting out her urges. I heard that Miss Stark eventually got fired and subsequently moved back in with her folks. Evidently, she's working to pay out the settlement her parents were forced to pay.